What up? I'm Jay, and last week was the Philadelphia Trans Health Conference. So I got a couple things and went to a couple workshops, so I figured I'd make a haul of the conference in general. I went all day on Saturday. Me and my mom went. We got there at like 10:30 or so, and we stayed till about 5. So I'm gonna start with Skyler Hurdle's new book. It is called Before I Had the Words. It's like his memoir, it's a autobiography, it's just his life story. I think it's pretty cool because the end has like a Q&A type thing with his mom, his brother, and his dad. So that's pretty cool. The cover's super nice. Hardcover book, it's lit. Yeah, I read a couple pages of it already. Seems pretty good. I'm excited to read the rest. My man signed it for me. He was selling the books at his little table with his mom and his friend. So I was able to buy a book there and also get it signed. It's lit. We got a pic together. He's a very nice guy. I met him last year at the conference too. He's really nice. He's like very positive and just a happy person. Great guy to be around. So yeah, good stuff. Alright, so second thing I have is from Aiden Dowling's t-shirt company, 0.5cc. So it's a baseball shirt, 3/4 length, whatever. It's kind of two-tone right here. You see this is black and then the middle is like light gray. Baseball shirt says I am enough in Galaxy. I thought it was lit. So yeah, I am enough, 0.5cc. Right there. Good stuff. I like the 3/4 length sleeve for the fall. That's gonna be lit. But also, I really like the fit. I got a medium, but it's like a small medium. It doesn't look big on me, or like it doesn't look like I'm small wearing it. I don't look tiny in this shirt. Haven't worn it. I mean, I tried it on, but I haven't worn it out yet. But it's gonna be lit. And Aiden's a nice guy too. I went to his fundraiser on Tuesday and Wednesday. He had fundraisers for his nonprofit, Point of Pride, at Chipotle and Panera. So I went to those because I'm like 45 minutes away from Philly. Figured I'll just go. At Chipotle, I was like shook because I was just sitting down eating, talking to some people that were like around me. And he just comes over and sits right next to me and starts talking to all of us. I was like, my man, you scared me to death, but you're a cool guy. He made a point to like get around and talk to everyone. I thought that was really nice, so that was cool. And the last thing I got was from the You're So Brave podcast. It's Chase and Aaron's podcast. They talk about not even just trans things, they just talk about like a lot of things. It's relatable for trans people, obviously, but if you're just willing to learn more or something, it's good for like those people too. So yeah, I just got a shirt. It's just your basic t-shirt. This is You're So Brave. That's their little logo. It's cute. It's a bee, a lime, and a little sprout thing. I met those guys too. They're very nice. Chase's outfit was on point. He had like flamingo shirt and like flamingo shorts. I was like, nice. I was like the last person to see Aaron before he went to this to a workshop, and he was like, oh, I'm going to the dating workshop. I don't know exactly what it's called, but he was like, I'm going to the dating workshop, so we'll take this picture and then I'm gonna tell the line that I'm leaving. And I was like, oh, you're going to the dating workshop? I'm going to that one too. I'm headed there now. I guess I'll see you there. He was like, oh, or we could just walk together. And I was like, you're right, or we could do that. So yeah, we walked to the workshop room together. We sat together. Technically I sat next to his girlfriend, Karina, who is also very nice. But like, I don't know. I'm a very shy person. I was gonna go alone because my mom was going to a different workshop. So, I mean, I really appreciated it because I was just gonna sit in there by myself anyway. But they're so nice. And then 2 workshops I went to was, I think it was called Word from the Wise. It was about dating while trans, and they just talked about like the dangers of dating and what it's like to date a trans person, another trans person versus a cis person, when to disclose your status, how to navigate apps as a trans person, like dating apps. So yeah, it was informative. I learned a thing or two. Good tips, good stuff. Me and my mom went to see Jazz's workshop together. She brought her mom and her 2 friends and their moms to Philly, and they had the workshop, and it was really nice. They all talked a little bit about their experiences with their parents. Their parents talked about their kids coming out and stuff like that, and like how they were when they were little, and the kids talked about how their parents and how they took it, and were they nervous or whatever, how their experience was from like their perspective. So yeah, it was nice to get, you know, Jazz's experience, which we all know. We've all been following her since she was 8. And then, you know, her 2 other friends added a nice new thing. She kind of gave them a platform to be like, hey, this is my story too. It's different than Jazz, but it's still a good story. And then they kind of had a Q&A with everyone on the panel. It was nice to listen and see what kind of advice they had and what they had to say. There was some drama, of course. Can't go anywhere without drama. Someone made Jazz cry. Yeah, she kind of got up 10 minutes before it was supposed to end and just like walked out. She looked like she was crying, but yeah, someone like called her out basically. I was like, chill, like, I didn't think she would cry because of it, but like the person could have been a little nicer. They said she was victim blaming. Obviously she wasn't victim blaming. I don't think people were thinking she was. I think what happened was she was talking about a trans woman who got killed recently or something, and Jazz and her mom were talking to the trans woman's mom. What happened was like this trans woman didn't disclose before she met this guy that she was trans, and I guess he found out without her saying anything, or she told him and he just got really violent and angry, and I mean he murdered her. This person who called out Jazz at the thing was like, oh, I think you're victim blaming and saying that she was murdered because she didn't say this thing, or she didn't tell this guy her trans status. This person calling her out kind of sounded rude. They could have said it nicer. I don't know, or just not said it, because I think they were the only person in there that was like, wow, Jazz is being a trash can right about now. Like, no one thought that she was blaming this trans woman for getting herself murdered. Like, no one thinks that of Jazz. Like, she's just a kid. First of all, why are you calling out a kid? Relax. Obviously she meant no harm by whatever she said. So that happened, and then she was there for a bit. She was like kind of quiet. She didn't really answer any questions for like a couple people, and then she just got up and left, and she was like crying. So my mom thought that she was crying because of someone's story. Like, I don't know, someone told like their story, a little bit of it anyway. And, I mean, she could have been crying over that, but I think it was because someone called her out. They were a little extra about it, so, I mean, I don't blame her. She's just a kid. You don't need to call out a kid. And that's that. So yeah, it ended on some nice drama. It was a good time. All in all, nice to see familiar faces, talk to some people that I know online. Also, I wore this shirt there, and I'm gonna show it because it's a great shirt. It's Hotline Bling, the Drake video, but it's a bear instead. He's got a little solo cup. He's chilling, dancing, but it looks like a trans flag, like the background, the blue and the pink. So I wore it because it's relatable. That's my conference haul video for 2017. All right, like, subscribe, comment if you were there. All this stuff, follow me on whatever. Goodbye.